Albert, share with the boys and girls, if you would, please, a little bit of the Santos speech on the floor of the House. This is historic, so...
The Mark Thompson Show.
Let's hear a little bit of what George Santos said prior to the vote on his removal.
The most damning feature of this farce is the total perversion of the priorities of this body and this conference.
I don't think you should apologize for how you feel.
Yes, witch hunting George Santos is great right there. I remember that on the top line of the commitment to America. This conference has failed to pass 4 different appropriations bills, Mr. Speaker. It had rules fail on the floor. We had members weaponizing the Rules Committee because it didn't do what they wanted. Our borders are wide open. It's no man's land being run by NGOs.
He's saying, don't pay attention to my corruption. We have other problems in this country besides my corruption.
Whataboutism?
Yeah. He really isn't speaking to his corruption. He's speaking to the fact that, and he's not wrong, that the country's got other problems. Right. It's exactly correct. So you can see where that's going. And he did say, hey, take the vote. He said, I'm not scared to take the vote. People are asking me, this is in prior remarks.
Morning.
He says, yeah, look, people are asking me to resign, whatever. I'm not resigning. So if you want me out, then vote to remove me. So Albert, share with us the vote and what happened. It was historic.
With that, Santos is now a former member of Congress. He is the 6th member of the House to be expelled in all of American history. Here are the other 5. You could add Santos to this list and just think about the gravity of what it took to expel these members in the past. These 3 you see in the top row here, all 1861. That was the start of the Civil War. Each one of them took up arms for the Confederacy. They were expelled from the House. Michael Myers from Pennsylvania in 1980. He had been snared in the FBI sting operation known as Abscam, accepted a $50,000 bribe, used to resign his seat. He was expelled. And then in 2002, James Traficant from Ohio, colorful member of Congress. He had been convicted of multiple federal corruption charges in the spring of 2002. In the summer of 2002, the House voted 420-1 to expel him. So those are the 5 who this has happened to before. Santos becomes the 6th. There are a few others in history who have faced expulsion votes but haven't actually been expelled. Santos was hoping to join this company today, but it is this list instead that he joins. 6 in American history. You just saw the 6th moments ago.
It's a walk through corruption time in the House, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Yes. All those who took arms up against the nation, and then those who just wanted to line their pockets with their newly found power. It's terrific.
Shameful and embarrassing to join that cast of characters in history and be expelled from Congress. And yet, many people would walk away in shame and, long for now historical obscurity. But Santos probably will not. He probably thinks there's nothing wrong with what he did, and he's still living in some land of denial in his head.
No, he knows that there's something wrong with what he did. I mean, he
has no shame. No shame at all.
There may be no shame, but it's not. He's well aware that he shouldn't be doing it. I mean, if he wasn't aware of what he was doing, being afoul of the law, then he would have addressed it in his remarks. Mm-hmm. Instead, he goes, look at all the other problems that we have in this nation. I mean, one I would have loved to have at least have had a little of the
Liar, your pants are on fire!
Yeah, we needed that in the flow. Where was the liar, your pants are on fire?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Call me a liar. Is that what you call me?
I'm just saying.
You, sir, are a liar.
Right. We needed some of that on the floor of the House. I also feel as though he was maybe one apology.
You are a cover-up artist and you are a liar.
Yes, I would have taken any of those. But didn't you feel, Albert, he needed a Tubin-esque apology at some point, and he just couldn't muster it. This is to Kim's point. Kim, I disagree. I think he knew what he was doing was illegal. But maybe he didn't. I mean, he didn't hit us with the.
There is no defense for my conduct.
He needed a Tubin.
My bad. I'm sorry.
No, that's the whoopee is.
It was wrong. It was stupid, and I'm trying to be a better person.
That's what he needed. A profound apology. I mean, we are the show that knows apologies, okay? We understand apologies. It's in the bylaws and the DNA of this show to understand appropriate apologies. And he just never mustered any of them. Randy says, here, I'll fix Santos' speech. I'm a deplorable human being and I deserve to be kicked out. Wow. Well, I mean, that's one take on it.
Tell your little friends, the dreams do come true.
I don't know. People did want him out. So hopefully all of you...
How would you handle this? We could try ignoring it, sir.
They did ignore a lot of his lies before he took office. You'll remember, we did chapter and verse on him. Heather says, being delusional is... Being Delulu is the only Salulu. That's great. Yeah. Being Delulu is the only Salulu. Wow.
Girl, you just woo.
Yeah, girl, that was strong.
I would have tried to use the lying powers for good. Like, hey, I tricked all of you guys I made it this far with all my lies. Imagine what if I could use that for something good. So we should have probably tried that.
Ooh, it's a wild idea, but it just might work.
I like that strategy.
I mean,
my bad, I misspoke.
He needed something.
Right.
He needed something at that point.
Jim says, my bad, I misspoke.
My bad, I'm sorry.
My words offended so many people. That's right.
My words upset so many people.
It's true. Thank you, Jim. We ran through the apologies for you. He had them all there on the Cheesecake Factory menu of apologies. And he couldn't muster any of them. Anyway, Santos is out. It is big news. It also takes the narrow margin of the House down one vote, and I will speak with Michael Schor about that in the second hour. It's pretty big news. In fact, as you know, I sort of said, hey, I can see an argument for pure bare-knuckled politics in keeping George Santos, if you're the GOP, and overlooking it because you need his vote. But it was just a bridge too far. Hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell. You'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped, and please subscribe to our channel to help us save the universe.